For over 50 years, people have been using Hornby Dublo. Hornby Dublo has a reputation for being incredibly high quality, very durable and very enjoyable. So enjoyable in fact that a lot of us are still using it. We haven't progressed into the modern digital age or plastic models or high definition, high detail models. We stay with the Hornby Dublo, and a lot of pleasure it gives us too. In its day, in the 1950s and 1960s, Hornby Dublo made very good controllers, and probably the best that were available at that time. And most people would say that they did everything that was required. But that was then, that was way back in the 1960s, and things have changed. Later on, I moved on to Hamilton Morgan controllers and liked them very much indeed. Superb. Then later on I moved to another make, which I'm still with, and I find them very good indeed. They're electronic, they're analogue, the company is brilliant, they've been going quite a long time, the stuff is very reliable, and it gives much better control than the Hornby Dublo gear did. However, there's no doubt that as time has progressed, most of us have wanted better and better control, particularly at slow speed. We wanted walking speed control if we were shunting or doing station pilot duties. And analogue is not particularly good at that. It's fine if you want to watch trains go round, or if you want to run everything fairly quickly and are not worried about smooth starts and stops. But in reality, it's a bit coarse at the bottom speed range. Well, we've had a few choices recently. I mean, we could go all modern and go digital. I'm not sure whether you can make Hornby Dublo digital or not. I'm sure there's gadgets that can be put into them and it would work. But I'm not of the digital age, so that is out of the question for me. Then we could go feedback, and feedback is very, very good. It certainly gives slow speed control, and Hornby seem to respond to it well. The only downside, as far as I can work out, is that feedback controllers do tend to make the locos quite a bit more noisy, particularly when starting off and running at slow speed. And that's fine. I'm not sure that it does the motors much good, probably didn't do them any harm, but it's not a nice experience to watch. So over the last period I've been sort of delving into different types of controllers, speaking to different people, going to shows and meeting people with their controllers, and some of them have even let me have a go with them. I've rung loads of companies up and received a remarkably good response. Everyone's been very helpful, and I've finished up, having knocked the camera, I finished up with one of these. Now that's a lovely little controller to use. It's small, fits nicely in the hand, it's got a very nice sensible speed control on it there, very easy to work with just a thumb. There's a switch here for forward and backwards, that's set to forward, off and backwards. And the third switch, which is I think very important, that one controls the amount of feedback. Down for high feedback as per any other feedback controller, or up for low feedback, apparently about 15%, which is enough to control the locos at a slow speed, and also low enough to not cause adverse noise effects. There is a little bit of chattering, but nothing like full feedback. We'll have a go at it, but first of all I'm going to run the loco backwards and forwards using the conventional analog controller. So here we go. And it's quite good actually. It's a bit of a noisy loco. It's not been serviced for a long while. When I bought it I had a look inside and tightened the end float a bit, but the bearings are badly worn and it does, I think, need remagnetising. Shame on me I've not done that. I've got a magnetiser and I haven't remagnetised it. But I can get a fairly slow speed with it, but it won't maintain it gently. It won't go to nice steady walking speed, which is what I really want. The other thing, if I put my hand over the end it stops it, look. As soon as it gets an obstruction, there's not a lot of torque there. Now let's switch over to the new controller. See the difference? Nice steady walking pace. Little bit of noise, but nothing excessive. If I'd chosen another loco, which is well tuned up, it would have been a different thing altogether. But I thought it only fair to use one of the roughest ones I've got to make a comparison. And the power, the torque is amazing. I like that. Not everybody wants to go down this route, but for those who do, I would strongly recommend this controller. And what I've done in the notes at the bottom of the video, I've put a telephone number to ring, and the company, it's called Parkside. Give them a ring if you're interested in just talking about it. The guy to ask for is the chap called Marcus. Now Marcus is really helpful. He's got time, he explains things well, he's very knowledgeable, but he explains things in a way that even I can understand. And I do think these controllers can be set with the switches probably in slightly different positions. Talk it through with him and he will tell you, what options are available. The price, by the way, is pretty damn good. Now I've got some wagons set up there because I do enjoy a bit of shunting, so at the risk of me making a mess of it, shall we have a go? There's a white wagon on the next track. Let's see if we can get the white wagon out and isolated. So we will change the point. And that coupling is not pushing over. There we go, it's right now. There we go, we'll bring it into the siding.